Nagi has always been a character of undeniable potential, from his phenomenal trapping ability to his goals from seemingly impossible positions. His first appearance within the story was the sleeping lion that couldn't be defeated by normal players, having to be overcome by cheating or blatantly better players. The second part of this explanation is particularly key because the example of cheating only came up once, whilst better players have been appearing at a rapid pace through dramatic growth. A dramatic growth that Nagi has sorely lacked for quite some time. Regardless of the dominance he displayed, since Rin's appearance, there's been a slight trend downward for Nagi. During the selections, he was unbeatable, then he, Isagi, and Bachida were snuffed out by the number 1 player. Rin established a new level to reach for, placing Nagi and Isagi firmly back at the starting stage where Baro set the bar. This is where Nagi's raw talent begins to plateau a little. He's definitely capable of making some amazing goals given the opportunity, but his instinctual play alone isn't enough to carry most, if any, game. Despite that, Nagi begins to adjust in these earlier games. In the 4 vs 4 rival battle, Nagi wants to develop his fire to be able to be worthy to play with Ryo again, so he understands the situation at hand and adapts to assert himself. He's demonstrating creativity by breathing new life into the field's current stage. He formulates the perfect plan to pass the wall in front of him, officially discarding the person he used to be. This is what he needed to find his fire. In finding his flame, he was capable of some amazing plays and great creativity. He's adjusting to the strength of his competition, using his potential to assert himself on the field. The trend downwards begins after the U20 game though. After being elected as one of the top 6 elites in Blue Lock prior to the game, he comfortably settled into a certain role for the story, one of the best Blue Lock has to offer, and the outcome of his games showed that. He was able to read Yukimiya's shot course and score. His creativity and inspiration were coming forward. Once he reached the U20 game, he revealed his strength to the world and proved himself worthy of being one of the best. However, reaching the end of this arc presents a wall even greater than the one he faced before. This wall is what appeared for everyone in the series, presenting the question of who can scale the wall, getting one step closer to world-class play. The answer to this has always been an insatiable ego to become the center of the world, to be the protagonist of your story and the world's story. Nagi's issue has always been that he never had such a thing. Despite enjoying soccer and having fun with it, that is not the same as aspiring to be the world's best. His ambition and creativity lives within the star moments. The U20 and selection games made that evident enough. Nagi needed to push both of those things into making his own plays, which would make him grow. Isagi, Bachida, Rin, Baro, and several others improved upon this aspect in conjunction with their physical capabilities, leaning into their specific talents. What led to this development were earlier breakthroughs for the egos they possessed. This is what made Isagi's breakthrough so natural. The fire of winning and creating a rational way to achieve it is what made him as good as he was within Germany's system. It is because of this alignment that Barca should have been what Nagi decided to join, because he started enjoying the fun of soccer. It would have led to greater creativity moments from coexisting with Bachida and Otoya. Keep this in mind. His master from England, Chris Prince, highlights an important fact that is right up Nagi's alley. He stated that experiencing success without understanding the mechanisms for that success will become a curse that tortures prodigies. One thing Chris failed to state, because it was safe as an unspoken assumption, is understanding one's mindset and true ambitions. Nagi may have prepared his body to be the best in the world, but his goal wasn't the top of the world. It was to beat one person. His ambitions die in this very panel. The ego of the striker supposed to bring death to all others is vanquished. From here, he truly begins to fall to the wayside. His play tanks and he feels completely alone without understanding his own ego. From being annoyed by losing to not even mentioning his loss to Germany and Isagi overall because of his inability to develop a drive to win. Nagi's only reason for playing soccer was because of Ryo's desire and later Isagi's ego. Without those influences, his ability to play at a top level becomes nigh impossible. Soccer started to become more of a struggle than a challenge that is fun and frustrating. Nagi was forced to develop a discernible ego that any other player should have had at this stage of the game if they wanted to survive. He was carried by his talent and others' ambitions for a substantial portion of his career, which led to his questioning of Baro and Rin. Despite their strong desire to defeat Isagi, being the best in the world is the ultimate goal. Whether Isagi is there to challenge them for that spot or not is irrelevant. It was because he forgot that frustration and fun no matter the competition that he couldn't elevate to the next level like someone else did. The perfect person to completely destroy him. Bachida went through the exact same dilemma in the last rival battle. To abandon everything, to be alone and to find himself again. Bachida chose that when he fought his monster and Isagi in the last selection. He died and was completely reborn even if his shot got blocked through his amazing run down the field. He, like Nagi, declared that he would change. Both used their talents to run and push through all opposition. That's when Nagi made a critical mistake. He tried to reproduce the impossible, to capture the fivefold feint, but choked at the last second. He was alone. Ryo couldn't save him, he could only save himself. He stays alive as the same striker dependent on others to help, leading to the death of his ego once again and the perfect time for Bachida to steal the ball. At this moment, Nagi wasn't committed to winning for himself, only winning with Ryo. Had things played out, it's possible this could have led to a moment similar to Rin, where Nagi's shot is blocked, Ryo picks it up and passes it to Nagi for the game-winning goal. Unfortunately, that fear within Nagi made the decision for him, a decision that may seal him off from the professional world forever. Speaking of the professional world, the final rankings were pretty controversial to say the least. This is due to two main things. The first and most obvious are the lack of showings for a few players. Fukaku and Nanase needed more time to demonstrate the plays worth their salaries. Otoya and Karasu received these opportunities in the back half of the arc, which helped out immensely. Due to the two goalie rule, Fukaku had to make it, but he could have been shown blocking a Shido or Baro goal once or twice to actually satisfy readers' understanding of his ranking. Nanase floats in the same boat. If he had more goal attempts or goals resulting from his passes to Rin, it would have done the same thing. The second reason is one that probably fires up most readers, myself included, and it is Kiyoura. One single impressive pass and some help on defense that did not do anything to stop the play does not justify a 26 million increase from 0. The flash factor of the goal is great and all, but at the end of the day, it is a single assist that could have been made to either Kaiser or Isagi, and he had options. So it is not that crazy. Hiyori got 20 million for his no-look cross and other contributing plays on panel, while Kiyoura gets 26 million for one really good play. It might just be because of the higher talent, but still it was a single assist for an entire game. All this is to say that Nagi's salary cutoff should have had some players putting up good or consistent performances to kick him out. At the end of this arc, given what we've seen, this was really surprising, but low-key expected in retrospect. Nagi's failure to be consistently as good as he was during the game against Germany resulted in a player whose talent and well-crafted body will only carry him but so far before he starts becoming a liability. Nagi isn't a bad player, but his inability to let go of his fears to fight himself in an attempt to recreate lightning in a bottle is what killed him. Chris Prince forgot that despite sharpening the body, it's the mind that drives the body. Therefore, at least for now, Nagi's soccer career and run in Blue Lock is over. With that being said, I want to thank you all so much for watching. Please stay safe out there and have yourselves a damn good one. I'll see you all next time.